So I have three quick questions for you. First is Savarkar was a nationalist and he was a patriot and everything, but from the heart he was a literature, like he was a poet and everything. So, what would you like to share about that aspect of Savarkar?
I should say that. And
Yeah.
so, right from his childhood, Savarkar was a very prolific poet, and I think that every time there was pain in his life, I think he expressed that through poetry. When his mother passed away, when his father passed away, also when he was caught, in Brighton when he, composed "Ne Majasine Paratamatra Bhumila," and when he was caught at Masai and then brought back, that's when he wrote "Anadimi Anantami." So poetry germinated in him very early. He was also someone who was a journalist who edited the Shraddhanand weekly in honor of Swami Shraddhanand. Someone who was an amateur historian who wrote about the 1857 uprising, called it the first war of Indian independence, created an intellectual corpus for the revolutionary movement, wrote the six epochs of Indian history, several books, and the Bhasha Shuddhi that he did in Marathi. Many of the words like Digdarshak, Mahapaur, all these things were words which were coined by him to cleanse, the language of all the Persian, Arabic, and other foreign influences, and also use Devanagari, increasingly. So several times he was also the Marathi Sahitya Sammelan president also. So if not for a political ideologue, he would have been a first-rate Marathi Sahityakar, and I think to revere that aspect of him in a book festival is very important.
Second question is, what five books would you suggest for the youth of the country that they should read, which are not penned by you?
Yeah, I would not have taken my own books. I would be biased more towards suggesting them history books. Books from a nationalistic perspective, both from writers of the past and present. So something like R.C. Majumdar's 11 volumes, masterly volumes on the history and culture of the Indian people. Jadunath Sarkar's volumes on Aurangzeb, on Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and so on. And in the contemporary crop of writers, you have several of them. Dr. Meenakshi Jain's list of books, Flight of Hindu Deities, Battle for Rama, J.S.I. Deepak's two volumes, India that is Bharat and India, Bharat, Pakistan, and Sanjeev Sanyal's several books on Ocean of Churn and the recent one on revolutionaries. I think that gives a whole gamut of an alternative version of what Indian history can be.
And the last question is, the Pune Book Festival 2023 is is India's biggest book fair. So, what would you like to say about the initiative?
I think it's a fascinating initiative, and it's so credit worthy to see that in the very first year you have drawn people, in such large numbers with so much enthusiasm. But that's not a surprise in a city like Pune, which worships, art, culture, literature, music, dance, and so on. But it needed somebody to put all of this together in such a, grand manner. Kudos and hats off to the National Book Trust and all the other organizers and organizations that have put the Pune Book Festival together. And I just hope and wish that it grows from strength to strength year on year.
Thank you so much, sir.